Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. A blend of clouds and sun today, with daytime highs approaching 92. Lows dip down to about 69. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 94. 93 Sunday, with a chance of thunderstorms. 87 Monday, storms continue. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Currently 68.
Kansas Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier with the voting of the, quote, one big beautiful bill that is set to be voted on in the U.S. Senate later on today in Washington, D.C. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly says that she's come out somewhat critical of the bill, especially with some of the reforms, including the reform on Medicaid spending at the statewide levels. Also, some of the changes that could be happening in the food stamp program, cutting near $200 billion out of the SNAP program that she says could hurt individuals and state budgets around the country.
I'm very concerned about, not only the money that this is going to cost, but also the chaos that it's going to create for so many people who will just end up giving up and going hungry.
That audio from KSN News, where they say that the transfer of the responsibility for the SNAP program coming to the states could add near $61 million of the financial responsibility to the state of Kansas. Roughly 190,000 individuals in Kansas currently use the SNAP program. Kansas Mid-America Network News.
Kansas weather is unpredictable, and if the recent storms have damaged your home, there's only one place to call: Burwell Roofing and Construction. They have been a trusted roofer for over 25 years in the state of Kansas and will help you with any damage by working with your insurance company, giving you an honest and fair estimate, and using quality materials and labor to make sure your house is back to satisfaction. After a storm, there are a lot of roofing companies that come in from out of state looking to make a quick buck at your expense. Don't let that happen. Call Burwell Roofing and Construction today or go online at burwellconstruction.com.
For over 38 years, Truck Stuff has been improving the suspension on trucks, Jeeps, and SUVs. We have several brands to choose from, like Metal Poke, Rough Country, Superlift, Carly, and more. Lift it, lower it, or level it. Truck Stuff does it all. And with an in-house alignment machine and the only certified Yukon master technician in the state, we can upgrade your gears at the same time. Looking good and riding good at Truck Stuff at the corner of Central and Washington.
Check us out. Truck Stuff.
The Kansas State Fire Marshal's Office has announced that fireworks season is officially started across the state of Kansas, going from now through Sunday, July 7th. WIBW reports that the press statement was released earlier this week from the State Fire Marshal's Office, saying that the change went from a 9 days of fireworks sales season up to an 18 days each year. In the statement, they say, quote, though our state now allows fireworks sales for 18 days, cities and counties may adopt more restrictive rules on when they can be sold, as well as when and where they may be used. I encourage Kansans to check the rules in their communities before purchasing or discharging their fireworks. The State Fire Marshal's Office also released their safety tips for those that may plan to use the fireworks, reminding individuals to always read and follow the instructions on the fireworks labels. Only use fireworks outdoors in a clear and open area and away from buildings. Do not shoot fireworks on or towards roadways or shoot fireworks from vehicles, along with making sure to have a garden hose, bucket of water, or fire extinguisher nearby in case of emergencies.
When you need reliable expert automotive service, call on Danes Automotive in Marysville and Waterville. From routine maintenance to major repairs, the ASC certified technicians at Danes get the job done right the first time. Able to calibrate newer vehicle ADAS systems from blind spot monitoring to automatic braking. Trust over 85 years of experience at Danes Automotive in Marysville and Waterville. Look them up online or give them a call and stay on the road wherever it takes you.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier with the ongoing conflict in the nation of Iran. The federal delegation from the state of Nebraska says they are supportive of President Donald Trump and his decision last weekend to send the bombs into the nation, and encourages not to have an ongoing long-term conflict with American soldiers' boots on the ground. According to the Nebraska Examiner, Congressman Don Bacon from the 2nd Congressional District, based out of Omaha, has said that his preference is to, quote, stay out of the offensive operations over Iran and reduce risk of escalation, but went on to say it does depend on whether Iran stops their, quote, nuclear weapons program and whether Israeli forces would be able to destroy many of the nuclear facilities as well on their own. Congressman Mike Flood from the 1st District of Nebraska also said that he supports President Trump on the, quote, significant decision because he had access to intel that could help inform American strategies in the ongoing conflict. Many of the delegations say they are concerned and monitoring potential Iranian retaliation within the country.
Get ready for the ultimate music experience at Rock the Plains in Manhattan, Kansas at Tunnel Creek State Park, August 8th and 9th. for 2 days of non-stop live music featuring Casey Donahue,
Living the double wide dream.
Logan Mize,
She calls me back to her heartland.
Curtis Grimes,
Loving the cowboy kind.
and Randy Rogers.
I wish you were in my arms instead.
Along with many more, you'll be under the stars and by the dam for this historic weekend.
Bring your friends, bring the energy, and let's rock the plains together.
You'll also see Aaron Watson,
Running like an old freight train.
Pat Green,
Came from the way, long way.
and the Josh Abbott Band.
She's like Texas, and she likes me.
Get your tickets now at rocktheplains.com with VIP and camping sites available. We'll see you at Rock the Plains at Tillgrease State Park.
Reporting local news, I'm Bruce Dierking. Odell Community Day will kick off tonight with high school youth hosting a scavenger hunt at 6 at the community building, followed by puzzles and pizza. Sand volleyball tournament Saturday with a parade Saturday evening at 6, followed by free bounce houses, pedal pull, and redneck Olympics. Fireworks are planned at dark Saturday in Odell. Well, Heritage Museum in Wymore will celebrate their 25th anniversary with a lively selection of Welsh tunes featuring Debbie Greenblatt and David Say this Sunday afternoon. Cake and refreshments will be served. The program is free and open to all, supported by a grant from the Nebraska Arts Council. The event at the Welsh Heritage Museum in Wymore Sunday. Kansas Department of Transportation will begin resurfacing work on K-99 in Marshall County next week. The Mill and Overlay project spans 15 miles from the state line south to the US 36 junction. One-lane traffic directed by a pilot car and flaggers. While crews are working, expect delays up to 15 minutes with a 10-foot width restriction. Work Monday through Fridays with some Saturdays. Hall Brothers of Marysville contractor on the $3.3 million project, expected to be complete by the end of August. An arrest Monday in Gage County was reported as authorities were notified shortly after 7 a.m. that a 5-year-old boy was unresponsive and in care at a Kansas City hospital. The child had been taken to CMH in Marysville and was transferred for specialized care. Upon investigation, a Liberty, Nebraska man, 30-year-old Timothy Lee Erks, was taken into custody as a suspect in the case, which reportedly involved 2 young victims, including the 5-year-old. The investigation continues. Stacey Whiting with Twin Valley Developmental Services will be our public affairs guest this weekend, highlighting recent activities, including a new website for the organization.
Well, we wanted to give it a facelift, and most importantly, we wanted it to be user-friendly, and we wanted to have the interaction with our individuals that we serve so they could go on and have access to our community calendar. And then that also allows families, guardians, and everyone in our community, let them know what we're doing. We do fundraisers and Pony Up Match Day and the match days in other surrounding communities. So we just really wanted to keep our community informed on what we were doing and what we were spending their donations on.
Join the conversation. Our public affairs program airs Saturday morning at 7:10 on KNDY. Pre-sale armbands for the Hanover Days of 49 next weekend are available now at the City Office in Hanover, Main Street Market, and the Citizen State Banks. These are $30 each and will be $35 on the grounds for Friday or Saturday evenings, July 4th and 5th. Landall Company will again sponsor free rides Thursday evening from 6 until 10 p.m. Parade entries are being accepted with parades both Friday and Saturday nights. Theme this year is Life on the Little Blue. For entry information, contact Clint Holly or Bruce Wheeling. Independence Day activities are planned in area communities. Waterville will kick things off Friday, July 3rd. Free swimming at the pool, fried chicken dinner at 5, fireworks at 10 p.m. Friday in Waterville. Marysville celebrates an old-fashioned 4th of July with a number of activities planned throughout the day. They'll have food trucks, and other activities will include a bike parade and pet parade at 2:30. Volunteers still interested may contact One Marysville. 785-562-3101. Blue Rapids is planning activities on the 4th. They're still accepting entries for a co-ed kickball tournament. Contact Max Blasky. They'll have a golf cart poker run, craft fair, fireman supper, duck race, and live music. Fireworks on the 4th in Blue Rapids. Washington has activities planned, including food trucks. They'll have kids' games and activities. A parade is planned at 11:30. Free swimming at the Washington City Pool. Rubber duck race. They'll have fireworks at 10 p.m. on the 4th in Washington. Joanne A. Mills, age 84, of Washington, passed away Wednesday. Funeral service Monday, 10 a.m. at the Bethlehem Lutheran Church, rural Greenleaf. Burial in the Maplewood Cemetery at Barnes. Visitation Sunday, 3 until 8 p.m. Family will see friends Sunday from 5 until 7 at the Ward Funeral Home of Washington, in charge of arrangements for Joanne Mills. Norm Danielson, age 93, of Randolph, passed away Wednesday. Funeral service Thursday, 10 a.m. at St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Waterville. Burial in the Riverside Cemetery. Visitation Wednesday, noon until 8. Family will greet friends Wednesday from 6 until 8 at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville, in charge of arrangements for Norm Danielson. Pam A. Schleifer, age 66, of Frankfort, passed away Thursday. Funeral arrangements in charge with the Patton Funeral Chapel for Pam Schleifer. On the Marshall County Senior Citizens Lunch Menu today, Sloppy Joe, sweet potato tots, California vegetable blend, and bananas and pudding. Monday's menu, a Polish dog, mashed potato sauerkraut, Normandy blend, and applesauce. KNDY News Time, 7:15.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Mostly sunny skies today with our highs in lower to mid-90s, then partly cloudy skies overnight tonight with our lows in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Warming up as we head into Saturday, mostly sunny skies with our highs in the mid to upper 90s, then staying partly cloudy throughout Saturday night with our lows in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Showers and thunderstorms are likely throughout Sunday, otherwise mostly sunny with our highs in the lower to upper 90s. Showers and thunderstorms likely throughout Sunday night with our lows in the mid 60s and lower 70s. Showers off and on throughout Monday as well, cloudy with our highs in the mid to upper 80s. And more scattered showers possible early Monday night, then partly cloudy with our lows in the lower to mid 60s. Mostly sunny as we head into Tuesday with our highs in the mid to upper 80s, then partly cloudy skies throughout Tuesday night with our lows in the mid to upper 60s. More sunshine Wednesday with our highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s, then mostly clear skies throughout Wednesday night with our lows in the upper 60s and lower 70s, and a slight chance for some rain showers throughout Thursday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the 90s. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
Average high temperature, late June, 89. Record high on this date, 109. The average low, 67, and the record low, 46. Sunset this evening at 9. Sunrise in the morning at 6:01. Sunny and 69 degrees this hour. That's check of the morning news and weather for this Friday, the 27th of June. KNDY News Time, 7:17.
A perfect opportunity for temporary of full or part-time hours and a great starting wage of $16.50. Walmart in Marysville is currently hiring temporary associates for a complete store remodel. Associates will work overnight hours Sunday through Thursday from July until October, with possible permanent employment in day or overnight positions available. Candidates will need to pass a background check and be assigned paid training immediately after hire. Be a part of the change today and apply in person at Walmart in Marysville, a driving force in your local economy. Walmart is an equal opportunity employer.
Good morning, I'm Judson Richards. In the Mile High City, we will begin. Rockies hosting the NL All-Star leading vote-getter in Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Not that Ohtani needed help with altitude, but in the 7th inning we go.
Now the 2-2. And Ohtani swings, hits a drive, deep right center field, way back to the wall. It is gone, a home run. Shohei Ohtani, home run number 28. And the show rolls on in Denver. Oh, a mammoth blast. And the Dodgers lead it 3-1.
The call on AM 570 LA Sports, as mentioned, Ohtani's 28th homer of the year has him 4 back of the leader. Mariners' Cal Raleigh has 32. Dodgers take down the Rockies 3-1. In the WNBA, Indiana Fever hosting the LA Sparks. Caitlin Clark was a scratch due to a groin issue after not missing a single game last year. Clark has missed 5 games previously this year with a quad injury. Now the groin makes it her 6th missed game this season. She's also just won for her last 23 from behind the arc over her last 3 games. Fourth quarter we go in this one. Tight game. Sparks clinging to a 2-point lead.
Cunningham out to Hedge. The switch on to Plum. Drives into Cunningham. Plum spins. Up and under with the scoop shot.
So good going left. It was a good X out by McDonald and Boston to keep their matchups right. Now that's just good one-on-one play by Plum.
The call on Prime Video. Plum had 21 in the game. The Sparks hold on to win 85-75, snapping their 4-game losing skid. Now to the NFL, where the league is suspending former Ravens kicker Justin Tucker for the first 10 weeks of the upcoming season for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Tucker can serve the suspension as a free agent and is then free to sign with an NFL team.
What's the one sale you can't miss? It's the Macy's One Day Sale. Come into Macy's and find the best prices of the month on thousands of incredible summer deals. From Levi's shorts for just $29.99 to Guy's Fresh Alfani sneakers for the same price. From microfiber sheet sets $9.99 to $19.99 to over half off. A 2-carat total weight diamond bridal set ring. Half off. It's a day unlike any other day. The Macy's One Day Sale. Today. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Bite Me Barbecue in Marysville has grab-to-go lunches with daily specials or dine-in air-conditioned comfort Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7.
From ABC News, Wall Street now. The Standard & Poor's and NASDAQ Composite both closed within inches of new all-time highs Thursday. The S&P adding 0.8%, the NASDAQ just under 1%. The Dow Jones yesterday rose 404 points to close at 43,387. The Trump administration says a deal it struck with China will have rare earth minerals used in semiconductors, cars, and airplanes flowing into the U.S. soon. A larger trade pact is still pending, so tariffs on some Chinese imports remain in place. In the meantime, Nike says it's working to reduce its reliance on Chinese production in order to avoid tariff-induced price hikes. The sports apparel giant is forecasting a smaller than expected drop in first quarter revenue. And backed by popular demand, an Oreo that tastes like blueberry pie. Mondelez International says that variety is one of the top 5 favorites. It's returning for the first time since 2017. The special edition Oreo hits store shelves next month. Jim Ryan, ABC.
Don't miss the Jefferson County Fair July 9th through the 13th, home of the USAC Midwest Midget National Championship. This national championship race will have some of the nation's top drivers for the Thursday through Saturday event. After the races, enjoy the beer garden with live music or ride the mechanical bull. Free admission to the horse arena events with a rough stock rodeo, extreme trail challenge, and a fun open horse show. There'll be a carnival and many special events. Don't miss the Jefferson County Fair July 9th through the 13th in Fairbury, Nebraska. Visit us at jeffcofair.us or on Facebook at Jefferson County Fair, Nebraska.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm James Guerin. Trust is at the heart of every handshake in the cattle business, but recent ghost cattle scams have shown just how easily that trust can be broken. From fake herds to multi-million-dollar frauds, these cases reveal serious gaps in the industry and the costly consequences that follow. With more on that, here's Larry Steckline with the Steckline Report.
$650 million gone. Poof. What happened? A Ponzi scheme. Hey, you folks with cattle, be careful. I know that I've lost a few, couldn't track them down, but I gotta tell you, a few is nothing compared to this deal right here. We've got an Illinois cowboy, a polished Georgia, they call him a fixer, and a gal that kind of joyed him. That was a Sharpie, that's what I'd call her. In any event, they got $650 million in their pocket as a Ponzi scheme. There were never any cattle. Never any cattle. Somebody missed the boat somewhere, and I got to blame all the way from the cattlemen who were involved to the banker that was involved and all the folks in betwixt and between. This Ponzi scheme, they did catch him, but where do you think the $650 million is? That's a mind-boggling figure. And how in the world they can produce that kind of money through stolen cattle for that many years? Folks, you can't be too careful, because I tell you what, they look pretty normal. Here's a picture of them. I'll show it to you. They look like your neighbor. How would you know that they're going to steal all kinds of money from you and your neighbor? By claiming cattle that don't exist. So it's just a warning to everybody. I know a lot of you do a lot more than I do to take care of that. So be careful, though. Okay? See you on the next Tech Line Report.
From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Madeline Drake. Spring moisture can bring an influx of turtles for more people to see. K-State wildlife specialist Drew Ricketts describes the different types of box turtles in Kansas, including the state reptile, the ornate box turtle.
We tend to group turtles into terrestrial versus aquatic. And for folks who don't spend a lot of time around ponds, creeks and those sorts of things, and the terrestrial turtles might be the ones that we see more often. And right now, we've been having a lot of rain throughout much of Kansas, and so we're seeing a lot of box turtle activity out. And so in Kansas, we have a couple of different species of box turtles. The ornate box turtle is found throughout Kansas and throughout much of the Great Plains. The three-toed box turtle is more of an eastern species. They're kind of more associated with woodlands.
Ricketts explains the ornate box turtle's burrowing behavior and how it varies throughout the year.
Well, box turtles are terrestrial species, but they tend to escape hot weather and cold weather both by digging down into the soil. So they hibernate during the wintertime. They dig really deep burrows that can be up to like 6 feet deep. But during the warmer months, their burrows are called forms, and they're much more of a shallow depression, and they like to dig those in areas where the soil's easy to dig. And that might be in a road ditch. It might be in a low area. When we get lots of rain, that can flush them out of those forms, and then when they get flushed out of the forms, they need to dry off, so they will get on high areas like roadways to sun themselves to warm up and dry off. They also sun themselves while they're drying off to try and kill the parasites that might be on the outside of their body.
He reminds people to wash their hands after handling any wild reptiles, including turtles. Ricketts also notes regulations involving turtle handling.
Like most wildlife species, they can carry diseases, so it's really important for us to wash our hands if we have handled a box turtle so that we don't get a disease like salmonella that they might have. They can carry internal parasites in addition to the external parasites like mites and those sorts of things. And speaking of handling them, a hunting license is required to collect box turtles, just like any reptile that we have in Kansas. And along with that, it is illegal to collect box turtles to sell in the pet trade. So you can collect them for your personal use. Up to 5 would be the possession limit, but we cannot collect them in order to sell.
That was K-State wildlife specialist Drew Ricketts detailing turtle handling and ornate box turtle activities during this time of year. I'm Madeline Drake, and this has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.
Attention farmers and livestock owners. Looking for top quality feed and essential supplies for your animals? Look no further than Home City Grain. Offering a wide variety of feed options for small and large livestock, as well as smart lick tubs, perfect for providing essential nutrients to your herd. Contact Home City Grain today at 785-799-3326 or find them online at homecitygrain.com for up-to-the-minute grain bids, weather outlook, and more.
If you haven't noticed, cold brewing is all the rage these days in the beverage industry. We will tell you why on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. The state's largest farm advocacy organization brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level.
If you haven't noticed, cold brewing is all the rage these days in the beverage industry. We will tell you why on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. The state's largest farm advocacy organization brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level. The voice of agriculture becomes your voice and fights for Kansas farmers and ranchers. And a Kansas Farm Bureau membership includes other benefits. For about $50 a year, you'll receive discounts on equipment and supplies, cell phone plans, financial and legal support, home and office supplies, and more. You'll also receive Kansas Living, a quarterly lifestyle magazine featuring real stories of farmers and producers around the state, plus great recipes, crafts, and things to see and do in Kansas. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/farmer-rancher to learn more.
With more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Friday, June 27th, the 178th day of the year. Designer Vera Wang has a birthday, and Helen Keller was born on this day in 1880. Cold is the new hot trend in the beverage industry, even for traditionally hot beverages. Cold brewing, to be precise. Cold brewing is said to extract a different chemical balance from coffee beans or tea leaves with fewer of the bitter acids or fatty oils that come with hot brewing. And the cold trend has even crossed into the juice segment. Traditional pressing, which heats the juicer's blades, is said to compromise the integrity of vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. A new method of cold pressing is said to preserve those nutrients. Consumers are buying the story and the juice to the tune of 40 million bottles so far. That is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. Learn more at almanac.com.
7:31 from KNDY. Sunshine, 69 degrees. Weekend warm-up with, seasonal highs around 90 today, pushing into the middle 90s Saturday, and around 90 again on Sunday.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports. I'm Andy Hoosier. It's a big wrap-up of the week, especially in the boxing world and the state of Kansas, with a major boxing match coming to the city of Wichita, Kansas, and representing as Deontay Wilder will be on the ticket for the main card, and a Kansas and Wichita native also will be making an appearance in the ring as well, with Nico Hernandez, who turned pro for boxing back in 2017 after being a world-renowned Olympian boxer and currently having an undefeated record of 11-0.
I've been wanting to do it for a while. I had some management problems and stuff, but that's over now, so now I'm back to it. Both making our dreams come true.
Nico's a crowd pleaser. He wants to, fight in his city, and do for his people, so he's wanted to take the challenge.
That audio from Cake News, where Hernandez will be fighting Robert Ledesma at Charles Koch Arena tonight as part of the, quote, Legacy Reloaded boxing event, with the doors opening at 6, the main card starting at 7 p.m. The main heavyweight fight is between Deontay Wilder and Tyrell Herndon.
Oh, hail! Mother Nature blessed Midwest Kia with a few tiny dents. And now we're slashing prices with some big discounts. Little dings mean huge savings for you. While we were able to hide half the inventory indoors, some of our new and used inventory was slightly dinged up in the most recent storm. There's only one way to fix the problem now, and that's get them gone. If you're looking for an unbeatable deal, come down to Midwest Kia now. You can drive away today in a brand new Kia K4EX for just $299 a month. 36-month lease with zero due at signing. No security deposit. Save thousands during the Midwest Kia Hail Sale. These cars won't last, and neither will these prices. Midwest Kia, where every storm has a silver lining and a better bottom line. And as always,
we wanna see ya in a Midwest Kia.
$299 lease payment based on approved credit with Kia Motors Finance plus tax, title, and license. Zero due at signing. 36 month, 30,000 miles per year. See dealer for details. Sale ends July 6th.
This past week was the wrap-up of the 52nd annual Kansas Shrine Bowl of 2025 with East versus West All-Stars, with West ended up dominating the East by a 28-6 victory. But it wasn't a complete loss for the East team after the head coach, Sabetha's Garrett Michael, announced that was his final head coaching game of his career, and that it was special, being one of only 5 different families to have been a head coach after his father had previously done so in the 1980s.
This is no doubt the highest honor that I've ever had, and I believe that any coach will ever have.
That audio from WIBW, where the father did say that he was extremely proud of being able to participate again in the Shrine Bowl.
I wish I was as good a coach as he is. I wasn't. I wish I would have been. He's just very, very thorough. He really works hard at it, and he's just done a great job.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports. I'm Andy Hoosier.
Hey, K-State fans, tickets for all 6 of K-State's home football games in the 2025 season are on sale now. Order yours today and secure a seat as Avery Johnson and the Cats host North Dakota, Army, UCF, TCU, Texas Tech, and Colorado. Remember, Saturdays are better in the Bill, surrounded by the K-State family. So order your tickets today by visiting KStateSports.com. We can't wait to see you in the Bill this fall.
KNDY.